sometimes the funniest thing to say is mean. You know what I mean? It's a tough position to be in. So I say a lot of mean things. But you guys got to remember, I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying it because it's funny. And everything's funny till it happens to you.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a Spidey, sat down beside her, he said, "Hey, what's in the bowl, bitch?" Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50.
I was at a casino, I was standing by the door, and a security guard came over and said, "You're gonna have to move, you're blocking the fire exit." As though if there was a fire, I wasn't gonna run. If you're flammable and have legs, you are never blocking a fire exit.
White folks play poker. We play Uno. Uno will get you fucked up. Oh, you gonna start a fight? You ever play Uno and want to kick somebody's ass? Motherfucker keep skipping and shit. Draw two on your ass. Oh, that's how you living, dog? That's how you living? Why you ain't fucking with nobody else, motherfucker? Like, well, what y'all arguing for? He keep draw four on a motherfucker, you know. Draw four, get your ass whipped, man. I said, man, I said, so what you here for? I ain't no punk. I didn't tell on my boy. I said, what, you in jail for no motherfucker? No, you ain't no punk. You a new fool. Look, I'll be damned if I serve time for any of you motherfuckers. I'll be in court just like this. Judge be like, who are you? I be like, punk. Yana, he killed that motherfucker. Shot him in the head 4 times, kicked him in the face. I tried to call you, but the line was busy. I'm burning knock him out of here. My cousin said, man, we're having a card party. Bernie, come on, man. I said, man, I don't know, man. He said, please come, Bernie. I'm telling everybody you're coming. I said, okay, man. So I came. Boston, I swear for the Lord. When I got there, police were there. Fire department was on the side. SWAT was in the goddamn trees. They had my cousin handcuffed in the back seat. I told the police officer, wait a minute, sir. I said, that's my cousin. I said, let me talk to him. He said, you better talk to him. I said, cuz, what's going on? He said, man, fuck that bitch, man. That motherfucker bitch kept, man, fucking around, man. I said, what'd she do? Every time I turned around, she was draw four on the motherfucker, draw four. These motherfuckers playing Uno. She ain't do nobody else like that. Said, drop on. I'll kill that bitch. Now, you ever played Uno? Uno will make you kick a motherfucker ass now.
Yeah. My sister, so she was doing heroin. We had to have a intervention for her. She lived out in Pittsburgh. We live in the middle of Pennsylvania, so we had to trick her to come home. I don't know if you know these guys. They're not just fucking stopping by. They're very busy. If you do heroin long enough, you run out of money. You got to start doing quests. It's like a fucked up game of Zelda. Every day, you just wake up to a new quest. It's like, you need to gather copper. But eventually the quests get pretty dark. Scrapyard, that's like level 1. Towards the end, the quests are, you need to get titty fucked behind the Home Depot.
Because that's what we do, we spank kids. They don't have to be our own kid. Anybody's kid. Walking by, getting an attitude, hey, watch your mouth. Who told you could talk like that? Huh? Who said, oh, look, now you want to cry? Oh, you were a tough guy a minute ago. Get up. Get up. Go tell your mom I spanked you. Go ahead. Go tell her, hey, lady, come get your kid. I did you a favor. Go tell her. I don't care.
Was an old lady lived in a shoe. She had so many kids, her uterus fell out.
You can talk about me all the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. I got mine, goddammit. You better hustle and get yours.
I was at the freak off one time and I went in the back room and Puff was in there with Carl Winslow, with Dad from Family Matters. He was smashing and I was like, Puff, what are you doing? And he was like, yeah, it feels good to make another man do your bidding. And I was like, oh my God. Winslow from Family Matters was there, and I wasn't invited? It's worse than I thought. Or maybe I'm not ugly. I mean, look at my face. This is not necessarily a handsome face, but it's not an ugly face. But if you really study my face clearly, I have snitch energy. Oh, I look like I'll tell. The last thing you want to see at the orgy is me across the room looking at you like. Leave Carl Winslow alone. I was at the freak off one time and I went in the back room and Puff was in there with Carl Winslow, with Dad from Family Matters. He was smashing and I was like, Puff, what are you doing? And he was like, yeah, it feels good to make another man do your bidding. And I was like, oh my God. Carl Winslow from Family Matters was there and I wasn't invited? It's worse than I thought. Or maybe I'm not ugly. I mean, look at my face. This is not necessarily a handsome face, but it's not an ugly face. But if you really study my face clearly, I have snitch energy. Oh, I look like I'll tell. The last thing you want to see at the orgy is me across the room looking at you like. Leave Carl Winslow alone. I was at the freak off one time and I went in the back room and Puff was in there with Carl Winslow, with Dad from Family Matters. He was smashing and I was like, Puff, what are you doing? And he was like, yeah, it feels good to make another man do your bidding. And I was like, oh my God. Carl Winslow from Family Matters was there and I wasn't invited? It's worse than I thought. Or maybe I'm not ugly. I mean, look at my face. This is not necessarily a handsome face, but it's not an ugly face. But if you really study my face clearly, I have snitch energy. Oh, I look like I'll tell. The last thing you want to see at the orgy is me across the room looking at you like. Leave Carl Winslow alone.
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. I like to play blackjack. I'm not addicted to gambling. I'm addicted to sitting in a semicircle. My friend is a blackjack dealer, and on his forearm he has a tattoo of an ace and a jack. You see, I'm a blackjack player. On my forearm, I'm gonna get a tattoo of a 10 and a 2. And then maybe later a king. I think Bigfoot is blurry. That's the problem. It's not the photographer's fault. Bigfoot is blurry. And that's extra scary to me because there's a large out-of-focus monster roaming the countryside. One time a guy handed me a picture of me. He said, here's a picture of me when I was younger. Every picture is of you when you were younger. Ain't that about time someone said that?
That's why you gotta pop up on your girl's job sometime, yeah. You didn't know I was coming today, did you? No warning, just walk up in there like that, yeah. Where's she at? Don't give nobody a chance to say, Cheryl, your man here. No, I'm up in here. You looking for that work husband. You know who that is? That's the first dude that you say, you looking for Cheryl? He's like, no, I'm looking for you. Come here. Yeah, let me holler at you for a minute. That's just who the Stop buying my wife coffee, Starbucks.
One time I was so sick, I swear to God, true story, I go, Mom, I don't feel good. I can't sleep. I can't sleep, Mom. My mom took her finger and stuck it in Vicks and rubbed it on top of my eyelids. On top of my eyelids. That shit burned so bad that Mom, it burns. I can't open my eyes. My mom goes, but then you can sleep. Good night, Joseph.
Hey, man, I just want to say thanks for hanging out with us today here on Tube Squatch. You could have been anywhere else on the internet, probably watching a raccoon ride a skateboard or a baby dance to some Pitbull song. But you chose to be here, and that means something. Let me know down there in the comments what part hit you the hardest, or made you spit out your drink. I read all them things, even the weird ones. YouTube says they know you're going to like that next video down below. I don't know how they know, but I trust that algorithm like it's my cousin working at the DMV. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button, smack that subscribe, and join the Squatch fam. We're out here in the woods of the web, keeping it weird and wild. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay legendary, stay squatchy.